300 people, and it was like that was the first spam.
Before there was practically even email, there was spam. That's amazing. Microsoft has now created a new service called OneCare. It's actually currently free, although at some point I think they do plan to charge a monthly fee for it. The idea is one subscription, you get hassle-free protection. You get anti-spyware, you get antivirus, you get maintenance, you get backup. Is it really worth the money? Well, we set Mikey out on the quest to find out if it is. He's been testing the beta version.
Definitely.
First of all, I mean, there are people, but Steve Gibson, chief among them, who say, boy, that's just annoying that Microsoft would cause all these problems and then make you pay to fix them.
Well, to be fair, they didn't cause the problems.
I think that's...
You know, I mean, and you could compare them to Symantec or McAfee or anyone else selling an antivirus program.
Or Apple. Apple charges over $100, $90 for .Mac, and it doesn't even have these services.
Exactly.
So, what do you get when you buy OneCare?
So,
right now,
when you get the beta or when you buy it, you get a couple services. You first get the antivirus protection of it. Now, I don't infect machines with viruses. It's against my religion to do that.
So we don't know how effective
I don't know how effective it is quite yet. And it's in beta still, so we'll still have glitches in it.
The truth is, Virus Bulletin or one of the other independents has to test it anyway, ICSA.
Exactly.
And that's where I would look.
Exactly. But the only thing that's missing from it is email scanning.
What?
They don't scan emails.
What is the one way viruses get into your system? The number one way?
I'm thinking emails.
Email!
But,
so it doesn't scan your email?
It doesn't scan.
So basically, this antivirus is going to tell you after you got a virus that you have.
Well, yeah, and maybe fix it.
This has no preventative feature.
No.
That's absurd. All right, bad. Strike one.
Strike one. Second one is Performance Plus, which is a tune-up service, which
like
is
WinDoctor.
Like WinDoctor. It does, the defrag. It does a smart defrag and stuff like that.
We
already have that. The advantage of this is it schedules it on a constant deadline, so you can say, every Tuesday at 2 o'clock, run this. So
does it clean the registry? Does it do anything?
It does a little bit of cleaning. A little bit. It does. It doesn't really give you a lot of information when it's what it's doing.
You don't know what it's doing.
You don't know what it's doing. But it tuned up my machine. It noticed there was something like 30 areas where it could be tuned up or whatever.
And did you notice an improvement?
No. It's like defragging your hard drive. Unless it's like extremely defragged, you're never going to know.
Okay, so I'm not going to say a strike. That's a ball.
No, that's in the middle.
Ball. Okay.
And then there's backup and restore, which I really like. Because how many times do people lose documents because they didn't back them up? Right. Because they were too lazy to stick something in there.
Microsoft's Windows comes with a backup program. Is this a better backup program?
This is a better backup program. It's a little bit more inclusive. You can select folders. You can select individual items to back up. And I like it because it kind of it stays in the forefront there. So everyone who has OneCare will remember to back up because they first of all see the reminders to back up.
Right.
And so if you have a removable hard drive, it'll automatically back it to it. You just say it and it goes right away to it.
We'll give them a single on that.
We'll give them a single.
That's a hit.
So it's pretty good.
Anything else it does?
It does it adds some more features to the firewall. I'm just going to go into the...
See, that makes me mad because that's the kind of thing they should be building in. That's not something you should have to pay for.
So I'm just looking for the settings here. Some of the events.
A little bit more secure.
So you get a little bit more secure, a little bit more information when it comes to the ports and stuff like that that you can allow things out on.
Keeps you from getting boinked.
Get boinked or, in this case, Firefox. It didn't recognize Firefox.
It didn't recognize it?
No, and you had to say yes, allow it.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of Firefox.
No.
I wonder what that is.
I wonder why Microsoft would say they didn't know about Firefox. But overall, I think it's great as a free service.
Right.
If it's paid, I would be a little hesitant about doing it. However, you're still paying, or not still paying, but sometimes you still pay for McAfee or Norton Antivirus.
Well, if it had email checking, I might consider that as a good antivirus, but we don't. I mean, they bought a pretty good antivirus.
Yeah.
But to not have email checking is a big...
And
they may be keeping that out because they want to keep Symantec and McAfee from getting upset. This is their important customers.
Some antitrust things or whatever kind of thing. But anyhow, I like it if it was a free service forever. There is, however, a free service called, I believe, security.live.com. And it does everything that this does, but it's not a downloadable program.
Right,
it's just
on the Microsoft Live site.
Live site. And so it does exactly the same thing, and it will be free forever.
Interesting.
So if you are looking
This is probably aimed at the corporate customer.
It might be a corporate customer. Or, I think it would be even, beneficial for someone like my mother who wouldn't necessarily look at the firewall options or who wouldn't necessarily think about back